Ryan Garcia and UFC champion Ilia Topuria engage in bitter social media beef. What started as Ilia Topuria simply saying he would beat Ryan Garcia in boxing match has boiled over into a fiery war of words. WBC welterweight champion Ryan Garcia and UFC lightweight champion Ilia Topuria could be setting up a huge boxing fight after the pair have exchanged serious social media barbs following the Spaniard claiming he would beat Garcia if he went into boxing. It all began during an interview on the Colmenero YouTube channel. The interviewer suggested Garcia, one of the biggest names in the sport and the UFC champion, gave a definitive response, where Topuria explained his interest in a foray into boxing. "Boxing is definitely something where I say wow, I'd love to do that," Topuria said. "But I'd love to do it with someone big, someone real with an established name. Someone who can add to my resume which I have worked so hard to build. On Garcia, that would be a huge fight, I'd love it. I wouldn't want to put it in the hands of a nobody. I see a fight like Ryan Garcia being very comfortable for me. I think I would break him long before it gets to the judge's decision." Garcia quickly responded on social media in true Garcia fashion, mocking the champion's sipping tea post-fight celebration. He also told Topuria that he might be a good boxer for a mixed martial artist, but he would be entering a whole different world in the squared circle and advised the UFC champion to stick to what he is good at. Garcia said in his post on X, "You are a damn good striker for MMA, that's it. You wouldn't be sipping on tea after our fight, you would be eating through a straw after our fight. I'll gladly stay in mine. Stay in your lane." That was far from the end of it, however, as the Spaniard had a response of his own, claiming Garcia's career is built on hype over skill and even invited Garcia to bring his next opponent. "You built your name on hype," Topuria said. "Conor Ben, because he would beat him as well. I would give you a boxing lesson, we are not on the same level. I built mine by putting legends to sleep. Bring the guy you fight in September, I would beat both of you in the same ring." What followed was a truly seismic exchange of words between two combat athletes at the height of their powers, filled with vitriol and cutting insults that could be the perfect prelude to an enormous crossover fight with the same hatred as the first super crossover fight, Floyd Mayweather vs. Conor McGregor in 2017. "I built my name sleeping guys that are way better boxers than you will ever be," Garcia responded. "You've seen many MMA fighters try and you'll just be another UFC hype job cashing out by getting knocked out by a boxer. The biggest win of your career came with steroids," said Topuria. "So that's where your confidence comes from? Interesting, aren't MMA fighters notorious for all being on the juice?" Garcia retorted. "Shut your A up. Now that you can't stop talking, we can really do this after my fight in Sept just to flatline you. Aren't MMA fighters notorious for all being on the juice? Shut your ass up. Now that you can't stop talking, we can really do this after my fight in Sept just to flatline you." https://t.co/but8gabs know you tested positive and still talk about flatlining people, Topuria came back. "The confidence is artificial. The world already saw what you needed to win, juice in your A. Yeah, you are a weirdo, do your research. And don't talk about anything in my weirdo," Garcia said, seemingly ending the exchange for now. "You need a girlfriend again, you acting real strange." If Garcia and Topuria do hope to meet in the ring one day for a super crossover fight. Garcia just recently announced he will be defending his WBC welterweight title against Conor Ben in September. They will both have to overcome their next respective hurdles. Topuria is deep into preparations to defend his lightweight title against UFC stalwart Justin Gaethje on June 14 on the famous White House card billed UFC Freedom 250, celebrating 250 years of the United States.